Read between the lines, it's Mandy and Deb. Books, bold opinions, and things that we've read. Pour up a glass, spill all the tea. Dark romance or rom-com spree. Read between the wines, where every sip comes with a plot twist.
Welcome back to Read Between the Wines with Mandy and Deb. I'm Mandy.
And I'm Deb.
And Ashley is back for week 2
Hooray.
of the ACOTAR miniseries.
Yay, Ashley.
Excited to be back.
Ash also has her Velaris shirt on today. Very appropriate for the book that we're going to be talking about.
She does.
So today is episode 2 of our ACOTAR miniseries, and we're going to be talking about the Green Book, A Court of Mist and Fury.
The Green Book.
Not to be confused with the Pink Book.
Correct. The Green Book today. So very excited. This might be a pretty long episode. We have a lot of material to go through, and we would like to thank Ashley for helping us put this outline together because she's amazing.
Sure is.
You are so welcome.
You're the official third seat.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Like we said, it doesn't pay much.
Right.
But it's rewarding.
It's not about the money. It's about fun.
It's the smiles.
Yes.
So funny.
Oh,
so yes, we'll be getting into that. First, everybody have their beverage. I know it's a little early, but who cares?
It's like 3 o'clock.
Yeah. And it's a snowy Sunday.
Well, not here. Deb's getting all the snow. Ashley and I are just getting some rain.
I'm just pretending. I'm living vicariously. Like, it is snowing so that I just, it's a cozy Sunday.
Right.
Well, anytime you want to come visit during the months of January to March, please feel free. We'll have plenty of snow.
Thanks for the invite.
She's like, thanks, but no.
Come when it's a full-on blizzard.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Also, before we get into our book today, we would like to address something that has been frequenting the socials lately.
We're going to fight.
Yeah. So Deb brought this up. What's going on, Deb?
Apparently,
what's the deal?
We are stuck in the Stone Ages where only reading physical copies of books counts as reading.
Right. People are shitting on the audio listeners. Again,
Yeah.
I feel like this comes around like every so often. People like to just...
It's 2026, and we have several different outlets to consume our books in.
Correct.
And I, being somebody who is primarily an audio book consumer, consumer, because apparently
You can't say reader.
I can't say I'm a reader. Friggin' bullshit.
Such a crock of shit. And also, I have heard that if you read books on Kindle Unlimited, that also doesn't count, which honestly is even the audiobook argument is dumb. That one's even dumber.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Kindle Unlimited is just a virtual library like Libby.
I would also like to point out here that some of the authors that are on Kindle Unlimited. So if you read any of these books, you haven't really read anything.
Name
Megan
'em.
Quinn, Frida McFadden, okay? Her books are good enough to make movies, but it doesn't count if you read it on Kindle Unlimited. Colleen Hoover, another one.
Yeah.
Tessa Bailey.
Oh,
Good
my
rom-coms.
God.
Deb, this is really going to piss you off. Lee Rivers, Sadie Kincaid,
Motherfuckers.
and Anna Huang. All not reading, apparently, guys, if you got it on Kindle Unlimited.
I need everybody who thinks that reading on Kindle Unlimited or consuming audiobooks, all of you who think that that's not considered reading, Get your panties out of a friggin' bunch, okay? Go listen to something narrated by Teddy Hamilton. You'll thank us later, okay?
Yeah.
And probably
Your husband
open
will
up.
thank us too.
Yes, correct. Because clearly, life ain't so happy for you.
It's just first of all, I want to say, why do people care enough that this is a thing?
Right.
Like who
Who
cares?
cares? Who gives a flying F about how you consume your books? All right, so we're talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses. Ashley, you read the physical books.
Yes.
I did all graphic audios. I can still talk to you about character development. I could talk to you about what I was feeling during this. I could talk to you about the plot. I could talk to you about everything that happened. How is that not the same?
It is. It definitely is. And I feel like, there's people who say, like, I read, I don't know, 200 books a year or whatever. But you're not, like, it would be impossible with everybody's daily lives to read 200 books a year. I think it's a great thing we have audio because while you're cleaning your house, while you're making dinner, while you're doing yard work, whatever you're doing, you could listen to an audiobook. And, like it's everybody's lives are busy. It's just almost impossible to be able to sit down and read a book for, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't read as much or get through as many books.
Or get anything done. You would not have a productive life.
Right.
Yes.
And I saw some people making the argument that it takes more brain power for you to sit and read a book. I don't really think that that's necessarily true because I can very quickly, if I'm not paying attention to an audiobook, get lost in a 3-minute time span while I'm doing housework. I have to pay attention, and I can listen to that and retain everything that's going on in it while performing other things in my daily life.
Yeah.
Can't really do that when you're physically reading a book.
Yeah. For me, personally, I think it takes more brain power to do audio than it does to sit down and read a book. Like, I feel like I'm more locked in when I'm reading a book, but like with audio, I really have to like force myself to pay attention more.
Right, because you're typically doing, again, like something
You're multitasking.
else. Right. And when you do have the downtime to actually be able to physically sit down and read a book, and that's great, and that's great wind down time, you're doing that with the intention that you have nothing else going on that you need to get to immediately, so you can solely just focus on that, which is lovely.
Right.
But audiobooks still count, people, and Kindle Unlimited still counts.
Yeah, I don't. So if I read the King of Sin series by Anna Huang on Kindle Unlimited, it doesn't count. But if I had the hard copies, does that count?
Can't put it on your Goodreads. Sorry.
I don't get it. I'll never get it.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
I feel like it doesn't matter how people enjoy books. If you like to sit down and read, if you like Kindle Unlimited, if you like audio, I don't think it matters. Like, it is what it is.
In the club,
everybody's preference.
We all fam.
Yeah. And honestly, and maybe the argument for the Kindle Unlimited is it's because it's not like the newest and most popular stuff that comes out. Like,
who cares?
That's not either. Like, if you love to read textbooks, go read textbooks. If you like to read historical fiction, go read your historical fiction. If you just like to read absolute smut, dirty smut,
it's the only type that counts. The only type.
Who gives a shit? Whatever
If
makes
you want to read
happy,
the dictionary, read the dictionary.
read the dictionary.
It don't count. Nope, sorry.
Everybody, please read what makes you happy. And everybody else,
Yes.
please stop being
Yeah.
stupid. Just stop it.
Yeah,
Leave everybody alone.
relax.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry you were deprived of fun when you were younger, but we were not.
Well, that was our rant for the beginning
Yes.
of our episode for today. So
Our
we hope
spicy
you
rant.
enjoyed our spicy rant.
Now let's get
people.
into our spicy opinions about this book.
Ooh, yes. Let's start going over A Court of Mist and Fury. We're going to do this episode a little bit different than we did last week because there's a lot more to talk about in this one.
There is.
Last episode, we kind of just went through character by character and how we felt about it and like how the story kind of progressed while we introduced all these characters. Today, we're really just going to go through what happens in order, pause at, after a certain amount of time and talk about, what we think of it. Again, though, everybody, spoilers, obviously, for this book and the rest of the series, should something be, a foreshadowing moment and we bring it up that happens in books 3 and 4. So just a warning.
I have to tell you, when I was reviewing this outline, I love that you put in here the word count for me was
I did add that.
107 times.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I know. I just had to point it out because it stuck out in my mind so well.
Yeah. I did have to add that in. Anywho, so we pick up in this book pretty much right where we left off at the end of A Court of Thorns and Roses. Faye and Tam are planning their wedding.
Ugh.
And Feyre's not really
cringed.
planning her wedding at all. Ianthe's really planning her wedding. We didn't really talk much about Ianthe.
Another one. Ugh.
Another one. Yeah. So she's Feyre's not feeling super great about this wedding coming up.
Yeah, no shit. Because of
Yeah.
who likes a blonde MMC? I'm gonna keep saying
We're gonna go back
who
to this.
likes a blonde MMC?
No one.
Yeah.
No.
I'll give Navessa Allen a chance to change my mind, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Right. So that's really the whole very beginning of this book is kind of we're in Feyre's head and she's kind of having second thoughts about going through with marrying Tamlin.
And she's like, she's
Go
like
ahead.
puking her guts up every single night.
I was just gonna say.
You know what? This made me so mad. She was having like PTSD from being under the mountain. She would puke her guts up every single night. And Tamlin, I think they slept in different rooms. And she like didn't do anything. Like they needed to sleep in different rooms because he needed his beauty rest while she's like withering away to nothing. I'm like, come on.
I know. I think sometimes they did sleep in the same room and sometimes they didn't.
He's a bitch.
But every time that they were sharing a room and she would get up and get sick, he like just rolled over. was like,
yeah,
she'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're good.
Sorry you have PTSD. Like, just, I need my sleep.
Oh my God. This guy. Yeah.
I
This
know.
guy
Fuck.
is such
But
a shit.
she makes a, like, you can tell, like, she has, like, she's had enough because, like, she makes a comment eventually, like, maybe you should marry somebody that you can, like, keep locked up or something like that. And he's like, you don't want to marry me?
And I'd be like, no, I'm out. Bye.
Yeah. Like, what do you think, bro?
Like, I'm sorry. I'm going through the hardest time in my life, and you're going to sit there and just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she did it all for him. And he's just
exactly.
And this
she
is
risked
why
everything going back there to get him. And yeah, I just
And this is why, ladies, we don't put all of our eggs in one basket too early.
Yes. He's basically like, go finger paint Feyre and leave us alone.
Oh my God.
Let the men work, Feyre.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did feel, and listen, everybody knows how I feel about Feyre. She's not like my favorite character, but I did feel really bad for her here because
Of course.
she's just like, she wants to be happy like about all of this, but with everything that happened to her and now with this wedding that she has zero control over, she's getting nothing of what she wants, even down to her wedding dress, which apparently is hideous. This hideous dress that she hates, that I think even Tamlin laughed at it at one point.
Yeah. A jerk.
She's getting nothing that she wants, which is, supposed to be like the best day of your life.
Not beyond the wall, apparently.
Yeah.
Poor girl. I
Poor
felt really
girl.
bad for her. I just wanted to like reach through the book and give her a hug and be like, go find Rhys.
Well, so speaking of Rhys, she still has this bargain with him that he hasn't like cashed in on as of yet. It's been like a couple months, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Rhys hasn't come to, collect on this bargain until
she's walking down the friggin' aisle. What an entrance!
Yeah.
That was the best. I was yes.
It was. I was very happy in this moment.
Yeah. She's like, somebody save me. Anybody save me. And here he comes.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
In smoke and shadows. And it was just, it was great. It was absolutely great.
Yep. So, yeah. Mr. Rhysand shows up and is like, oh, hey, I know you're like kind of in the middle of something, but I'm calling in on my bargain now. So,
yep.
Let's go.
With me. Let's go.
Which I think that's my favorite thing about Rhysand is like, he doesn't care to be like the bad guy. Like if he knows he's doing something good. And that's like my favorite thing about him. He doesn't really care how other people like view him.
Right. I agree. Yeah. He'll kind of like take the blame and just be like, no, it's me. It's, it's not Feyre like seriously wanting to leave Tamlin's ass at the altar right now.
Feyre wants to marry you, Tamlin. I'm just calling in this bargain. Sorry.
Right. Well, so you think that when they winnow away, she would like not be so angry at him because she gets like pissed off that she's not at the wedding?
I can't blame her initial reaction because where has he been all this time and why are you just calling it in?
Right.
Before she figures out all of like the connections and everything that he's got and he could feel that she really didn't want to do this and all that fun stuff. Like, I'd be mad too. I'd be like, hello, you chose today?
So do you think that, obviously like we find out later in this book that Rhys and Feyre are mates and Rhys at this point in the book knows this. Like he knows it. Do you think that if Feyre went back to the Spring Court after being under the mountain and was happy and wanted to marry Tamlin and wasn't screaming down that bond that she wanted to get the hell out of there, do you think he would have come anyway?
No.
I think he would have just let it be?
Mm-hmm. I think if Feyre really wanted to marry Tamlin, he would have just let it be. Like,
yeah. Well, because he does say that, right? Doesn't he? Well, we'll get to chapter. I think that's in his like long monologue in chapter 54 about how he like says everything. But yeah, no, Ash, right. I think he was kind of like, oh, if they get married, me and Cassian are just gonna get rip-roaring shit-faced.
Right. Like knowing Rhys as a character in this book and how he's written, Yes, I agree. I don't think he would have. However, I feel like that would have made for a very boring book at that point.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like at some point something would have had to happen where they get reconnected,
Mm-hmm.
and then Feyre divorces Tamlin as she should.
So Feyre, she gets to the night court and she kind of feels like she's going to be held prisoner pretty much from what she saw under the mountain, but it's the total opposite. She's got this luxurious bedroom and it's beautiful and there's no windows and it's gorgeous, and she's kind of just like, oh wait, this might not be
right.
so terrible.
She's like, this is nicer than Spring Court, damn.
I know,
Yeah.
right? So is it in this first visit to they're not in Velaris yet. So in the first visit to the night court, is this when Rhys starts teaching her how to read? Is this when it starts?
Believe
Mhm.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
And we meet more too. So in
Yes.
this one we meet more. And I love that because and at this time she knew they were mates, but
couldn't say
she was just
anything.
like so friendly to Feyre, and it was just nice seeing a person like her, because everybody at the spring court, minus Alice, because I like Alice, but everybody at the
Right.
spring court's just kind of like meh.
Yeah.
Right.
The High Lord's fiance, like that's how she was always referred
Mhm.
to.
Right.
And now she's, Feyre.
Yeah.
And then I like
No.
how like Moore was like messing around with Rhys, like
Yeah.
they like flick each other off and like stick their tongues out, and it's like, could you imagine
Ashley,
if Lucian did that to Tamlin?
it's
No.
a vulgar gesture is
Oh,
how
yeah.
it's written.
I can't with some of the
Another
words.
issue I have with a vulgar gesture. Anyway, that was another peeve of mine. But
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, he's teaching her how to read, and it's hilarious. It's so funny.
I love it. It is funny. Rhysand is the most handsome High Lord. Like, he would
Yeah.
just write stuff like that, and I love it. Learn to read very quickly. Like, I feel like it would take me a long time.
It's
if-
about time.
Deb's favorite topic.
That and blonde MMCs.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, no. But I just thought it was funny, the things that like he was making her write out for. Yes, he's the most handsome High Lord. He's the
Right.
most dashing High Lord. I was like, this guy's not shy about how he feels about
Right.
himself.
And she's just
No.
like, are you kidding me?
I know.
Like, it was just so funny. But I love that he was the one who taught her how to read and write, because
Right.
like, sadly, like, nobody invested anything in her before. It seemed like her mom was just like, make sure you take care of everybody. Like, Papa Archeron was just, off doing whatever. The sisters were just too worried about themselves. Like, nobody, like, and Feyre just cared for everybody else. No one invested time in her. So I feel like it was like really nice to see.
Yeah, but doesn't he have like kind of an ulterior motive in getting her to learn how to read, though? Isn't that at this point, like, we don't know as a reader yet, but the whole thing with Hybern that's going to be going on in the book that they're trying to get, isn't she the one that has to read from it? And so Rhys is like, yes, you should learn how to read, but also I really need you to learn how to read.
Well, I don't know if they knew that that's what they had to do yet, because
okay.
I don't think they knew that until like they got the book and Amberyn like got in and read it. But I remember reading where Rhysand wanted her to read because she couldn't, it almost like killed her. So he
Right.
was like, you need to learn how to read.
Yeah. And knowing that it was like a major insecurity of hers too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, how do you get put on display to figure out this riddle to save somebody? And you're like,
Yeah.
I'd be pretty embarrassed too.
Yeah. I would be too. Well, so after all of that, Rhysand doesn't keep her forever. He does send her back to the spring court. And, obviously she gets grilled by Tamlin and Lucian. I zone out. I zone out when we get to the spring court, so.
I do too. Honestly, like, I'm just
unimportant people.
Like, I just don't care about it.
Mind Lucian. I don't mind him, but I do mind Tamlin. I do.
Mhm.
I know.
Lucian doesn't bother me nearly as much as Tamlin does.
Oh, no, me neither. I'm still not a big Lucian fan, though.
Yeah.
No. So they also talk about these powers that Feyre has as well. Since she was made from all of the High Lords of Prythian, she's got a lot of things that she can work with here. And Tamlin doesn't want her exploring any of that at all.
Because he's afraid of her.
Well, I mean, I'd be afraid of her too.
And because he's a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like this is also kind of where Feyre's like, there are like other courts out there. They don't all operate like this. And yeah, I think the spring court is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
And she's starting to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the tithe that comes is really where she's kind of like, this is super fucked up, like what you're doing to these people.
Yeah. Like she had to witness that, and yeah, she was like, that is so messed up. And then like that one Faye, she felt bad for and was like, I'll give you this jewelry, like just, pay it and be done and whatever. And Tamlin was so mad at her. I think he like tore something up, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did, like raged.
Yeah, he has like anger issues.
A little bit.
He's got a lot of issues.
Well, it didn't like the first going back just a little bit, like when she was taken the first time to the night court, when she comes back, isn't like there's like claw marks all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Tamlin's like, I tore up like the entire like half the manor, and she's like, dude, like
I'm
relax.
good.
Settle down.
I just basically relaxed for a week and I feel refreshed.
Right.
We're good. I learned to read a little bit.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Yeah. Who would have thought that somebody would teach me how to do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. So I think Feyre at this point is kind of seeing like the tax that they're making these people pay to the spring court for what? I don't even know. I guess just to keep things running. And the cruelty of Tamlin of being like, well, if you can't pay, you either got to pay, what was it, like double next time, or sorry, you're gone.
Yeah. It's like ruthless.
Yeah.
Fucking Tamlin.
He sucks.
He sucks. I feel like I'm like rushing through the beginning of this because I just really want to get out of the spring court forever.
Well, and I feel like there's not a whole lot that really happens other than the wedding and Rhys cashing in his bargain and like that kind of development. There's not a whole lot that really happens until
we learn a little bit about this looming war with Hybern, and I think we learn a little bit more about that the second time Feyre goes back to the night court.
Correct.
Am I correct in that assumption here?
Yes.
Okay.
I think here we learned too that, was it the adder? Yeah, the adder under the mountain took Jurian's eye and finger or something.
Yeah.
And they thought like they were trying to resurrect him or whatever. I think we
Right.
learned that, but really that's like the biggest
Right.
like thing that we know at this point right now.
Right. So with Amarantha gone, we still have pieces of Jurian left, and he may or may not be alive at this point and working with Hybern to, they want to bring down the wall, apparently, and take over the human lands and the continent, which like we never really go to, but okay.
Okay.
So back and forth between Spring Court and Night Court, and Feyre is back at the Spring Court, and something leads to like a major panic attack in Feyre. I guess Tamlin is just like refusing at this point now, saying you cannot leave at all.
Yeah.
Shields the house, wards the house, nobody in, nobody out. Like, Feyre, just sit tight and don't do anything.
This was like my favorite part of the book, by the way.
This is a good part. This is good because
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so smart.
I felt so bad for her because she's just like, what are you talking about? Like, and she's panicking, totally panicking, because like calling back to being under the mountain, having no control whatsoever.
Correct.
So she just like
she loses it.
Yeah, she loses her mind.
And then
she becomes like a fireball.
Yeah. And Rhysand can feel all of this through the bond. And he knows he can't be the one to go and get her to call in the bargain. So then Moore is the one who comes and gets her and carries her out, which I thought was just genius. I loved it. I loved that she came and got her.
Yeah.
I do love Moore.
I love Moore. And also, I love that as Moore is like, Feyre has like no idea what's going on because she doesn't even know what's happening to her at this point with her powers and everything, and her ring is melted off. But she hears
Thank God
Moore
for that.
I know, right?
Right.
She hears Moore saying like, I've got you, it's going to be okay. But then we also hear Alice being like, take good care of her. Like, Alice is like saying like, yes, get this girl out of here.
It's like, this place is fucked. Bye.
Yeah. Take her. Which I did like that.
I loved that Alice was like, take her. Like,
yeah.
That's why Alice was like my favorite in the Spring Court.
Yeah, she was the only one that really
cared about her well-being.
Right.
And was like, yeah, none of us like this dickhead. Go on. We gotta stay. You go. See ya.
Yeah. Go be productive somewhere else.
Go learn how to read, girl. You deserved it.
Go find all the powers you have right now. And Feyre did ask Tamlin at one time, like, would I be High Lady? Like, what will I be referred to? And he's like, no, there's no such thing.
Right.
Liar.
Yeah.
You're a High Lord. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just on a power trip. I can't.
Ugh. Yeah, but he's like, so he's on these power trips, but then he caves to like anything that when he's got like the smallest like inconvenience, he caves to whatever is easier, which we'll get to at the end of the book.
Because he's a mediocre man. Duh.
Yeah, Tamlin sucks.
Tamlin sucks, guys.
Yeah, he I still feel like there's someone out there for him. He needs somebody who likes to be taken care of. And
have you heard
this
theory? Yeah. Have you heard this theory that Elaine and Tamlin are mates? Have you heard this theory? Because I just recently heard this. That Tamlin and Elaine, yes.
But I think that would be appropriate.
I mean,
because
yeah.
she does.
You're like, not wrong.
All she does is stay in her room at like Feyre and Rhys's palace and she plants flowers. Like, what does she
Well,
really do?
all right. I can kind of understand. We're going to get into this part of it like towards the end of this episode, but I understand why she becomes reclusive because you were forced to become Fae when Hybern pushed you into that cauldron, and you got the ability of seeing everything, everything. So I can kind of understand why she's like, I know everything. Like, I see everything. I can understand why she's like, I need a minute.
Yeah.
I get that part, but I think she's
also-
always just been
She's
like,
always been kind of a pushover and just kind of wanted to be
Yes.
like led around.
Yes, but I do agree that she needs to kind of like lean into that. I pray to God she doesn't end up with Tamlin because I think Tamlin's just gonna push her the fuck around and she's just gonna be like,
yes,
okay.
I could see it. I don't think Tamlin should probably be with like really anybody. Plus, that'd be like really
No.
awkward for Feyre.
Yeah.
Right?
Here's my ex-fiance brother-in-law.
Yeah, that would be
Awkward.
like.
Family dinners are a treat.
Hey, Tamlin, remember the time you like locked me in the house and I had a huge panic attack? Like, please don't
Right.
do anything like that to my sister.
Remember every night I woke up vomiting everywhere and you were just kind of like, meh, whatever. Please don't do that to my sister. Oh my God. This would be horrific.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what, though? Elaine would probably love it.
She'd probably be like, what?
She's like,
Ooh,
yes,
I can
sir.
plant-
Yes, sir. Just tell me what
I
to
can
do.
plant the best garden that ever was.
Right. Well, let's get the fuck out of the spring court finally for a
Please.
while. For a while. Unfortunately, it's not the end.
We do go back.
We do we go back. So where does Moore take her? Does she take her to
The House of Wind.
okay, she does. Okay.
Yes.
And there we learn about Velaris and we get to meet everybody.
Oh, I love when they get to meet everybody.
Yeah.
And I love how when Moore first takes her to the House of Wind, where like Rhys is like, I want to be gone. And Feyre's like, let me go with you. And he's like, okay, but you cannot tell anybody about this. And she's like, okay. And then they go to Velaris. But I love how he was just like, I'm not going to keep, like, I love how he didn't keep her there. He just took her.
Yeah.
I think she would have broke. I think she probably would have like died, like of just a panic attack if he kept her there.
Yeah. We're at the House of Wind. Is this where we have like the first dinner with everybody?
I think so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's there. Moore,
It's the
Cassian,
best.
Azriel, Amren's. I love Amren. Can I just
I
tell
love
you?
her.
I think Amren's probably one of my favorites in this entire series because she's just badass.
Well, I mean, she's like thousands of years old. Like,
Yeah.
she's just a little spitfire.
She's great.
She gives zero fucks.
You know,
What
like
comes
how
out of
they
her
say,
mouth.
you know, like how they say when you get older that you just say whatever and you don't care. I feel like everybody's, I mean, really old. Like they're like 500 years old, whatever. But she is like thousands of years old and she just doesn't care. She's like, whatever I'm saying, I'm just saying whatever's on my mind. And I love it.
I'm saying the thing.
Mhm.
And we also meet the Bat Boys. So we meet
Yes.
Cassian and Azrael, Deb's favorites.
Well, currently Cassian's my favorite, but we're gonna see where Azrael ends up. I swear to God, if the sixth book is not about him, I need to know.
I hope it is. I hope it is.
It better be.
And I hope he gets himself a mate.
Yeah. Absolutely. I want, and those spicy scenes better be spicy.
I mean,
Well, if
I don't
there
know
are
how
any,
we're going to beat Cassian and Nesta, but
True.
yeah, that's going to be, episode 4 is going to be fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. And honestly, like when I like read this dinner with all of them, I'm like, this is just like one big, huge dysfunctional family, but functional.
Mhm.
Like they all like you could feel the love, but like they're all just like
Yeah.
they're fun.
Absolutely.
They're
And
fun.
It is fun.
I loved at the dinner how Feyre like came so dressed up and everybody was so dressed out and she felt so out of place for a minute until Moore came and Moore was all dressed up and they just were like, no, like you can do whatever people can wear whatever they want. Like it doesn't matter. And I
Right.
love how nobody sat at like the head of the table. So it was just like they were like, we don't do that here. And I think that was a breath of fresh air for her because the spring court was just so formal and Tamlin would be at the head of the table.
Right.
And they were just like cussing and like tearing up, it was great. But I love how we got insight into like Amra not being like them.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
She's something that we don't really know like what we find out more in the 3rd book about like what she was or is but she just all we like really know is she was something and she was in that prison and in order to get out she like took I say human but Fae / human form and now she is who she is but she's still awesome. Still
yeah. And she is friggin' powerful, man. And we find that out in the 3rd book, like just how powerful she is. And it's wild. It's actually wild.
Yeah.
I almost just knocked my mic over.
Jeez, Deb.
Gotta stop talking with my hands.
She's Italian. She's not going to do that.
Nope.
So, and this is where also Feyre is kind of just like, okay, like I'm in. I want to help you guys with this. We have this looming war with Hybern coming, and I want to help out wherever I can. So
she agrees to train with Cassian.
Deb's like, I want to train with Cassian.
Yes, I do.
I'd be like, can I just organize these things? I don't want to like.
No, you also have to train.
I don't want to train. Ugh.
Yes, you do.
Not really. Sounds like hard work.
Cassian training you. Who doesn't want that? Big, burly man. Come on.
I'd be like, can I just like clean and cook food for everybody?
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, you want me to train? Show me what I have to do. Okay, just show me again. Okay, just show me again. Okay, just show me again. I almost got it.
Man, if that were Henry Cavill, you would be front and center.
Okay, fair. Okay, what's next? Where are we going next? I don't even know. Where do we go next?
Oh,
do we have to go to the
Bone
prison
Carver
now?
Yeah, we're going to the Bone Carver.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I think, I have to say, as much as I really enjoyed this series, I've said that I prefer Fourth Wing, but Sarah J. Maas writes incredibly intricate people, and I think the Bone Carver is probably one of my favorites, again, in this series. And I was going to call him like a antagonist. He's not really an antagonist. He's there to help, but he's also kind of not. Like, he's an enigma, and he's fascinating. I love it. Please proceed.
No, keep going with that, because honestly, like all I know about the Bone Carver, and from what I can remember, is he's in the prison. I don't know what he did to be in the prison, but that also he presents himself differently to other people.
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
And he just has all this information.
Yes. He's got information on everything. Anyone, any event, like he's just this wealth of knowledge. And he presents himself, which is where I was like, I see where this is going in this series. He presents himself to Feyre as a little boy.
Right.
Mhm.
Which I was like, huh, okay, that's interesting.
Right.
And
this is-
basically, like, the description is like dark hair, blue eyes, and you're like, oh, that's the baby Rhys.
So weird.
I
But
didn't
here-
realize it this moment. I didn't put
I didn't
two and
either.
two together.
Yeah.
But like later, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I really enjoy about this entire series is that Sarah's like little breadcrumbs that she puts in always end up coming up later on down the line.
Yes.
And they are like in your face at that point,
Mhm.
and you're like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
But here's like my question.
Mm.
And I might be missing some information here. But okay, so we're going to see the Bone Carver because they've got all this information about everything. But doesn't the Suriel do the same thing? Like, doesn't the Suriel have all information on like everything too? What's up with these like all-knowing creatures that just know everything?
The Suriel does. However, the Suriel, I feel like, is more
Harder to catch. Like a lot of
Yes.
people like, and it doesn't seem that way because Feyre catches the cereal twice.
right.
Yeah.
Whereas,
she's just like, Suriel, I need you. Come here.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, my high lady, I'm coming. Like,
Mhm.
the Suriel, I feel like, answers to her because she is what they were kind of waiting for,
Mhm.
in that she is this human turned fae. And they knew that she was going to be the high lady of the night court. And they needed her for this war against Hybern. So
Gotcha.
I feel like the Suriel answers to her very quickly and very easily, as opposed to almost nobody else has ever caught the Suriel.
Right.
The Bone Carver, you can just go down in the dungeon. You can go find the Suriel,
Right.
the Bone Carver,
Bone
and he's
Carver.
there.
Right. So what do we find out? What does he tell us? I forget. What
So
does the
he
Bone Carver reveal?
So when they go to the Bone Carver, basically, well, the first time she couldn't go in. So then Amryn was like, here is, what is it? Like a gem sort of,
Yeah,
what is it? Like amulet sort of thing.
right.
And she's like, it'll keep you out of the prison. And it's really nothing. Like, it's just, she gave her this so she would get like the confidence to go in and feel protected. So when they actually go in, Rhys was like, don't lie to him. Whatever you do, don't lie to him. If he asks you a question, answer it and then ask him a question back. So it was like this back and forth, question for question. And the Bone Carver asked her, like, what happened when you died? If you tell me what happened when you died, like, I will tell you what you want to know. So like it went back and forth for some time. And then basically they found out that the king of Hybern has the cauldron.
Right.
And then they find out about the book of, I want to call it is it the Book of Beginnings, or am I making that up? It's the book of
Breathings. Book of Breathings, maybe?
breathings.
That's what I have in my-
breathings.
That's what I have in the
Breathings.
outline
It's
here.
the book of breathings, beginnings, breathings, whatever. Breath
Beginning
is
breath,
beginning.
first breath.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they find out the Bone Carver tells them, like, in this book, it'll tell them how they'll be able to like drain the cauldron of power.
Right.
Okay.
So then they're off to find the book.
Okay.
And am I am I right in thinking this? When the Bone Carver speaks to somebody, you can't hear the conversation that they're having, correct? Like an outside person can't.
Oh.
I don't know.
I feel like that was a pertinent part in that. Hold on. Hold, please.
That could be.
Carver.
Could very well be.
I don't remember that because I feel like when when her and Rhys were there with the Bone Carver, like there was so much going back and forth between the Bone Carver and Feyre that Rhys at one point was like, "All right, enough! Like, come on!
Mhm.
Like,
Oh,
you've asked like
you
so
might
many
be
questions."
right then.
Yeah, he did interject.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that was a possibility. I thought I
It could,
remember reading something like that.
yeah, it could have happened, or maybe
Could be
like
another
it is something.
being.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. Anyway.
All right, so we have the information. Now we need to go find this book. But before that, where are we going next? Are we going to the Weaver next? Is that the next thing?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
The fucking Weaver.
I did not get this part at all. I'm like, we're going to try and find something, but Feyre doesn't know what it is, but she'll know it when she sees it. And then Rhys is just going to hang out in the woods and just what? Just hang for a while.
Just
I was like,
hang,
what is
yeah.
going on here? So somebody explain this to me.
It was like they were trying to, and Deb might be able to add more context, but it was like the conversation for going to the Weaver to retrieve this item was to find out if Feyre had some sort of magical power where she could go in and retrieve something that they were looking for. So it was
Right.
to her, it was kind of like this magical power sort of test, but then selfishly, Rhys chose that sapphire ring that was his mom's as the item that she would be trying to find.
Okay.
Right. And then forced her to go in there and risk her life.
Which it kind of comes in hand when they're looking for the book because they don't really know where it is. So
Correct.
they're trying to use her to be able to say the book's here. Let's get it.
Right, correct. To understand if she would be able to aid them when it comes time with this war with Hybern to be able to go find that book. I am not going to lie, I got a little lost with the Weaver because I was like, how is this relevant? But then the entire scene, especially in the graphic audio, was fucking creepy because in the graphic audio, when listening to this, not reading or counting, it's got the Weaver is at her, I guess it's her
loom?
wheel, her loom. Thank you, her loom,
her sewing machine.
her sewing. Yeah. She's at her loom, and she's just humming. And Feyre, we've got anxiety Feyre, and she's just going through what's happening? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm looking for. And the Weaver's just sitting there, and she's humming, and then she starts singing, and then she starts talking a little bit in riddles. And all the while, what makes it creepy is that Weaver is blind. And because of that, her hearing is so heightened.
Right.
So Feyre's got to be fucking quiet.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
It was very, I listened to this also, the graphic audio. It is a very ominous feeling that you get from this part.
Did you feel like it was creepy?
Yeah, I'm like, she's
just
yeah.
And I was like, oh, what's happening?
Well, I will say, reading it, they had the whatever she was singing, I skimmed right over that. I'm like, I can't do that stuff. I don't care what you're singing, but the whole time I was like, it was creepy, and I felt anxiety. I felt Feyre's anxiety.
Yeah,
it was.
You should do the graphic audios next if you ever want to go through a reread of this, because the graphic audios are actually
I'll have to
5
try it.
stars. They're very good. And this book, I was like, oh my God, this is wild. Are you trying to find it, Mand?
I was trying to look for it. I don't know exactly where it is, but am I wrong in this as well? Does Feyre set the house on fire?
Yeah.
And like the roof is melting and it's like made of like hair and I'm like,
She goes up the fireplace, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Like, she has to go up the fireplace and it's like she gets all this like hair and gunk on her and then there's Rhys just sitting in a tree laughing
He's
away.
like, give me your hands, bitch, let's go.
Yeah, like, oh hey, you got it. Good
You
job.
got it. What happened to you? What did you do? Let's go.
And Feyre's like, ugh.
I hate you.
Yeah.
So gross.
You suck.
Yeah. Like, fucking A, man.
What's with all these men putting me through all this shit?
I know, right? Oh my God.
Oh man.
All right. So where are we going next? Are we going back to the human world already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So as we knew from A Court of Thorns and Roses, after Feyre left, Tamlin did take care of the Archeron family and set them up really nice. They got a lot of money now. They're comfy. They're cozy. So they go to their estate that they're living in now. And what are they going there for? Or to warn them, or is it for, again, I get very jumbled between this book and the next book. Things are running together for me. So
I think this time is to warn them.
Okay.
About this looming war that Hybern's trying to knock down the wall to take over the human lands and make Fae and human one and basically turn all human into Fae.
Right.
So she goes there to warn them to start to prepare. And am I correct when I say nobody believes her?
I don't, yeah. I mean, I think they're just, I don't know if it's necessarily they don't believe her. But I think it's like, you're Fae. We want nothing to do with you. Like, get out of here. Like, we'll be fine.
Right.
I almost feel like they think that she's like a traitor because she's Fae now.
Yeah.
Which is sad because she didn't, I mean, good, yes, because she's still alive, but it's not necessarily like she didn't go under the mountain as that was her goal, was to become Fae.
She didn't really choose this path. However, she leans into it very well. Like she's very much, my life as a human was not the greatest. It can't be any worse than this. So let's just try it and see what happens. Oh shit, I've got all these powers. Like,
well, and maybe there's something that we can do about it. And this isn't the point yet where we meet the mortal queens, right? We're not there yet. Okay.
No. I think that's in the pink book.
No, we do meet them at some point. Yeah.
We meet them in this one? Oh,
yes,
shit.
we do.
Mm-hmm.
We do. But not this trip. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they really do run together for me, but not this trip to the human world.
No.
Do we meet them just
But
yet?
we do have our first Nesta Cassian interaction.
We do.
And Nesta is kind of a bitch, and Cassian like yells at her.
Yeah.
And that's that. Like,
more to come on that.
Yeah. Which I loved it because I feel like
he was like, you don't scare me, bitch.
Yeah, like nobody puts Nesta in her place, but Cassian's just like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Right.
Like your sister basically did this like immaculate thing, and you're going to be disrespectful to her? Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah,
Love
it's
him.
good. And like looking, I haven't reread this since reading A Court of Silver Flames, but it would be fun to go back and read that part again, knowing what you know now about them and what they went through together in the fourth book, which, yes, Deb, I will agree with you. It is my favorite. The pink book and the green book are kind of the same book to me.
It's the only time I will ever take the rights to say I told you so.
You can tell me that, but no, you're correct. Yeah.
No, I would never say that in any other situation. But in this
I would tell you that. So
I know you would, and that's why we're different. That's your right as an older sister.
Thank you.
Sure.
It's my birthright.
Literally.
So after we visit the after we're at the estate, the Archeron estate, we get some more training, but the Adder comes at this point, trying to capture Feyre.
Oh, this was nuts.
Yeah, this is a little like out of left field too. I was like,
messed
whoa.
up of Rhysand too. I was mad at him for this.
Yeah, so he kind of like uses her as bait, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Rhysand. I mean, I guess because he knew like everything was going to be okay, but
yeah, but
my
still,
dude,
like
it's like tell her, give her a friendly heads up. Like, hey, I'm going to use you as bait to get the Adder here, so like we can get information from him. Like, don't be alarmed. I got your back, girl. That's all he got to say.
Toxic masculinity ruins the party again.
But I will say, Rhysand can do no wrong, but this time he did wrong.
Yeah, this was kind of shitty, Rhys. Yeah. All good intentions, but really, like, we couldn't have gone about this in a different way. He does apologize, though.
He does.
Okay.
And he feels bad. He's
That's
like a
better
sad
than
puppy.
anything she ever got from Tamlin. Tamlin never even, like, apology isn't in his vocabulary.
I know, but still, I mean, bare minimum is not always enough sometimes.
Tamlin would have clawed the... Tamlin, for something he did, Tamlin would have clawed the house apart.
Yeah.
He would have...
My feelings are hurt.
She wants me to say sorry.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Tamlin. Shut the fuck up.
You know how I feel about Tamlin is kind of on par with how I feel about Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, wow.
Useless. We're going to get a lot of Star Wars fans up in here that are going to be like, yeah, or you guys suck.
Misa needs to get Feyre back. Ugh, Jar Jar. I love Star Wars too. Jar Jar's not where it's at, man. So,
I only know,
guess
like,
I could
surface.
I could see the
Very
Tamlin.
surface.
I could see it. Yeah. My God, I don't think I've ever made Deb laugh that hard.
She had to get a tissue.
Oh my God.
I don't even think she laughed that hard at your, like, Cassian joke.
No. 20 inches.
We've been making a lot of in our group text side conversations with the weather and how many inches we're getting, and
You just saying Cassian's penis size.
You'll all understand more in the
Sorry, Dad and Uncle Jim.
Yeah. When we get to A Court of Silver Flames.
Yes, you will
make sense.
understand.
You'll understand. Because you
Spoiler
hear
alert,
all about
everybody.
it.
Although if
Nesta
you're here,
talks.
you probably know exactly what we're talking about.
Correct.
Oh my God. All right.
I'm
Well,
sweating.
okay. So what happens next? Okay. So Adder comes. Rhys says sorry for using Feyre as bait. And then we find out that half of the book is in the summer court. Yes?
Yeah, which, again, I thought the summer court was in the pink book. So I'm getting
No.
what you're saying.
Well, we
It is in the pink book.
It
but-
is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot it's in the green one too.
But this is the first time we ever we're going to the summer court because we want, they're not going there saying they're going there for the book. They're going there for other reasons.
Help. Right.
Yeah. So we meet Tarquin, who is very nice to Feyre.
Yeah.
He's lovely.
I liked him.
I
was,
like
Yeah.
Tarquin.
and he's like, I think he mentioned, I think he mentions that he's one of the younger High Lords because he's less than 100 years old and everybody else like hundreds of years old. So he's still trying to like, figure things out.
Right.
He's got that freshness about him.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out, so they're there and I guess trying to distract Tarquin from... I don't understand why they weren't just like, we need this book, dude.
That's what Feyre said. That was her whole point.
Honestly, they could have been.
Yes, that was like Feyre's whole thing. She even said to Rhysand, I think you should just tell him.
Just tell him.
And because he was
He'll
like,
probably give it to you.
Yeah.
He even gifted Feyre like that black diamond necklace, like for everything she did under the mountain. And he made comments to her about like Rhysand, and he mentioned about how like other High Lords told him like how difficult he is and like he's seeing a different side of him. So I feel like he was starting to see the real side of Rhysand where and he was being like generous and like friendly. It's like you should have just told him. You should have just told him.
Should have just told him. And now they have to go on this heist to like distract him, find where this book is, and then take it. All the while, this book is like speaking to them, kind of. Right. And then they get trapped, but they make it out. Is it Feyre
and Amren?
And then Moore winnows them out or something like that. Well,
Rhysand.
And actually, though, while this is all happening, from the beginning, from the tithe of the book, when Feyre assists the one Fae, the water wraith, and gives her all of her jewelry to pay her tithe, they come back and assist them in escaping, saying like, you showed us kindness and we'll never forget that. So they helped get them out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
See? She did the right thing.
She did the right thing. But they also should have done the right thing. I'm just like, Tarquin, bro, we need this. We'll give it back. Maybe.
Right.
But we need this.
We need this. We
need some help.
Like, let's be allies. But I love this too, because this is like when Feyre first like has jealousy when I want to call her Cynthia. Every time I read her name, I want to say Cynthia. And I don't know why. Her name's not Cynthia. What is it? Cress.
I don't know.
Cress something.
Yeah.
Oh, Chrisanna. Yeah. Okay.
AKA Cynthia.
We're calling her Cynthia today.
We're calling her Cynthia. She, he goes out with her, and Feyre thinks that they had like this like romantic evening or whatever, but he really didn't. And she like skips breakfast and she gets jealous, and Rhysand's like, "Ooh, you're jealous."
Right.
Not for nothing, Feyre, but like, I feel like Tarquin was like laying it on pretty thick on her too. So.
He sure was. He did not hold back.
No. And I felt bad for Rhysand too, because he said like because Feyre told Tarquin, like, you would be easy to love. And Rhys told her, I was jealous of that because that's something I'll never be. And I was like, oh, poor guy.
Get your tiny violin, Rhysand. Just relax.
I felt so bad, though.
See, like, things like that is kind of just like, love me.
Yeah, they're mates. That's what he wants.
Please love me.
Yeah.
And at this point, Feyre does not know about it still.
Right. She's no clue. We
so
don't
she doesn't
know either. Yeah.
Right. So she doesn't understand or know, like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, so since they stole this book from Tarquin without asking, now we've got some blood rubies in the mix, which apparently just means, like, the next time I see you, I'm killing you.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's great.
Basically.
So now they've made an enemy. Great job.
Mm-hmm.
And all they had to do is ask for the fucking book.
Yeah. Reese PC, he was brooding. And then Feyre turns. Feyre turns on the heat and talks to him about what it would be like shopping for lingerie. Like,
I know.
It's like they went from
0
to 100.
1,000.
Yeah.
Like
that was like kind of, again, like a little out of left field. Like, we know as readers where this is going. Like, we know eventually, like, they're going to get there. We don't know they're mates yet, but we know, like, they're teasing each other and stuff like that. But then she's talking about parading around in, like, some, like, skimpy undies. I'm like, whoa, Feyre.
don't put all your eggs in one basket. Remember what happened with Tamlin. You dummy.
All right. Well, we're out of the summer court now, and we are back in Velaris, correct? Are we back at Velaris?
Yep.
And Rhys is having this, like, crazy ass nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. The blood rubies and then the nightmare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rhys is having a hard time, guys.
Yep.
Not having a good time.
No.
So Feyre just, like, bursts into his room. She, like, does she hear him or does she feel him?
She feels it.
Oh, I thought she heard him.
Maybe, but maybe a little bit of
felt
both. Maybe a little bit
maybe
of
it was both. Maybe it was through the bond. I don't know. The bond comes into play somehow.
Yeah.
Yes. For
So
sure.
she just, like, bursts into his room to, like, try it and wake him up, and we get a naked Rhysand.
And she's like, what is that? I had to laugh. What does that tattoo on your knee mean?
On your knees. That's all I'm looking at. And I think it even says, like, in the book, like, she's like, she sees the tattoos, but she's trying so hard not to, like, look a little bit above that. I'm like,
wow,
fair
what's
girl,
that
just
tattoo on
look.
your knee?
Just look at it. We all would.
It was so funny. She's literally laying beside him, like, trying to comfort him. Oh, what does that tattoo on your knee mean?
I can't.
And he says, I will not bow to anybody. Okay. And then they go there.
Right.
And then she's like, okay, cool, bye.
Bye.
By the way,
Sleep
your
tight.
penis is nice. Bye.
She doesn't say that.
But she should.
Listen, I'm sure that does come up after chapter 54.
Yeah.
But is this, and then Starfall we have next, right?
Oh, I do like Starfall. That was a good point in this book. It was cute.
Wait.
Cute.
Before Starfall, don't they go back to the human lands to meet the queens?
I have that a little bit later in my outline here.
Okay.
But
A lot happens in this book, guys.
I know.
if I put it in incorrectly, if I put the order in incorrectly, it would come. But that's fine. We can talk about Starfall now. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah, we'll
wherever
talk
it
about
happens.
Starfall.
It was cute. I mean, you can definitely see the romance blooming here.
Starfall. I love Starfall. I feel
It
like
was a goodie.
this, I don't know. I don't understand the stars, but they like dusted on her or something.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, I don't get, like, if they're stars. I'm imagining like these like jelly bombs like flinging at the
Yeah.
earth and
Like
like getting like
paintballs. Like paintballs just flying down or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Hit me in the face.
Yeah. But it was really sweet.
it was
And they
sweet.
almost kissed, but they didn't
But
because
they
of the
didn't.
because of the paintballs.
Right. Feyre gets slapped in the face with one.
Oh, she does. And she has a beautiful gown. Beautiful
Yes.
gown. Which we find out, I think, I don't know if it's ACOWAR or
I think it
the
was
last
Rhysand's
book.
sisters.
His mom made that dress.
Right.
Yeah. So that was like
And
really
wasn't it
sweet.
his sisters at one point? Or
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, poor
So he lets her wear
Rhysand's
it.
mom and sister. And
Yeah.
we didn't talk about it like because that's at the dinner at the very beginning is when we find out, you know, what happened with them. But it's just so sad.
It's
know,
so
Yeah.
sad.
I know. Rhys has been through a lot of shit.
He sure
He
has.
has.
Yeah.
And he
But-
didn't end up a dick.
No.
Mhm.
Well, except for
Tamlin's got no excuse.
using Feyre's bait for the adder.
Mhm.
But
Well, I mean, yeah.
we'll just look past that.
That's mild.
right.
It's mild.
Yeah. That's mild.
Oh. Okay, so we have Starfall. They have a lovely evening, and there you can definitely, you know, see that there is some romance
Chemistry.
blooming here. There's
Mhm.
definitely chemistry now. If the
Mhm.
lingerie didn't do it, this definitely did.
This did
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
They danced the night away.
It's so cute. But now we have Rhysand and Feyre are they're going somewhere. I forget exactly where they're going.
Going to the
But-
cabin.
They meet Tamlin's dudes like in the forest,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
and Lucian is there and is like, we've been looking all over for you, Feyre, like come on. And she's like, fuck no, dude,
Yeah.
not
Kiss my
happening.
ass.
I love it. I love this part because she's like, you didn't do anything to help me. You knew she basically tells him everything. She's like, I told you I just needed to get out and you didn't help me get out. She's like, it didn't have to be much. We could have just went out like for a walk or something. But like,
Right.
you didn't do anything to help me.
Right.
I'm happy. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
And I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
and I didn't like how he said, I've been hunting you. Like, she's not an
Yeah.
animal. She's not an animal.
And I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I feel like Lucian, this is a reason why I really don't like Lucian. He just makes excuses for Tamlin. Like,
Mhm.
why do you have to
Yeah.
come back, Feyre? Because Tamlin, he didn't mean it. And oh, he's such a mess. And it's so bad, Feyre. You have to come back. Like, deal with it
But-
yourself.
Yeah.
You're an
He
adult.
redeems himself. I will say he does slightly redeem himself, like, in the next book. But I, like, at this point with Lucian, I'm like, come on, man.
Like, just
Yeah.
look the other way. Like, she's happy.
Mhm.
You
Right.
see she's happy. Just look the other way. You didn't see her.
Right.
Just
Right.
Oh,
Don't bother.
key point in this point. Remember, she wrote Tamlin a letter, like basically saying like she's happy and she's not coming back.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Lucian mentions it that he
right,
got
yeah.
the letter, but I don't know if like they didn't say if like Tamlin got the letter, but to Tamlin's like in his point of view, he probably doesn't realize like Feyre would actually write that letter because for all he knows, she doesn't know how to read and write. So
Right.
to him, he's probably thinking like Rhysand forced her to write it or wrote it on her behalf.
Right. True. But regardless, I mean, he sees her in the flesh and she's just
Yes. He should have went back to
Fuck off.
Tamlin and be like, yo, she's living her best life.
Yeah,
Just
you
call
done
it a
goofed,
day.
my bro.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
She's moved on.
yeah.
She ain't coming back.
Yeah.
She's not coming
That
back.
mating bond that you knew about? Yeah.
It's a thing.
I'm convinced Tamlin knew about the mating bond. I'm convinced.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's a popular theory or not, but it's mine. I think he knew, and he was like, no, I can't have her go there.
He could have known, but he's so like egotistical that I think he just would be like, well, I can supersede a mating bond.
Right.
I'm Tamlin.
They can be rejected. I'm Tamlin.
My God.
So after this altercation, they winnow to, did they winnow or they come upon this inn, for lack of a better word, and they're cold and they're tired and they're hungry. So they get up to the room, which only has one bed. Oh. We get the one bed trope here. So they have some dinner and they discuss and they talk. And then Feyre's like, Rhys, I just need to have a little fun. I need a distraction.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you want, Feyre, darling? And she's like, you know what I want, bitch.
Take your pants off.
But he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No.
No. We get some finger bang action, but we don't get a full-on schmutty scene. But that's what happens. I'm just telling you what happens.
Finger bang action.
I mean, that's what it is. That's what happened.
That is what happened.
That is what happens.
At this point, I'm like, okay, that's great. They're together. Another ick I have in this book are the wings. I'm sorry. The whole point of like, you touch them a certain way and they get like all, I'm like, ugh.
Oh my God. You
I
have so many icks.
I do.
Yeah.
I just, like, I don't know.
You have
I like
so
just
many
people.
icks.
Like, it's just me. It's just me. But anyway, so we have that. They have their night at the inn. But then shit is going down again, and there's another attack.
It goes down.
Yeah.
This book is wild. I forgot how much shit is in this book.
Oh,
There's
so
a lot
much
that happens. Yeah. So now we're being attacked again.
Mm-hmm.
And is this by Tamlin's guys, or is this like Hybern people that are attacking now?
I think Hybern people.
I think it's
so
Hybern
too.
people as well.
I think so too. So Rhys is shot with a poison arrow, like through the wings, and Feyre is unable to winnow them more than, short distances at a time, gets him to safety and is like, oh my God, like this guy's gonna die because the poison in the arrow prohibits him from healing himself. Like he's like, we got to get this figured out. So she goes, and here we go. Suriel, I need you. Suriel.
Here I am.
Hello.
I'm here.
So
I don't come
talks,
to anybody but you.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
It's just like okay, like we're moving the plot along. I guess this is just how it's going to be.
Right.
So Suriel tells her two things: how to fix him, and then, oh, you're gonna go fix your mate. And Feyre's like, "The fuck you say? What?
Right. The fuck? Stay with the High Lord."
Well, that's what he said the first time, and then she's like, "That's
Oh.
what you meant."
You meant him, not
She's
Tamlin?
like, "You motherfucker!"
Talk about cryptic.
But then Mandy's ick word. They say it, mate.
Mate?
You're my mate.
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 And I would like to
They say it
reiterate.
like
Mine?
107 times.
They literally
On one page.
No.
it is literally so repetitive where it's like finally I'm like, oh my gosh, even for me, and that's like really not an ick word for me. Um, it was said so much. I was like, I get it. We all get it.
It's
We
not
understand
ick.
the point.
It's not ick. It's just I feel the way, like, having to use it so many times over and over, I just feel, do you think I'm stupid? Like, I get it. It's just more a peeve. It's not an ick for me. It's just like, okay, I understand.
We get it.
Don't have to keep telling me.
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah. So, Feyre gets back. She heals Rhys.
Very pissed off though. Like
Pissed.
pissed off heals
She's
him. Like
I'm your what?
She's like, eat this, drink this, and shut the fuck up.
here's my blood. You're lucky I'm giving it to you right now. I'm not letting you die.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna kill you myself, you fucker.
Basically, yeah. So after Rhys gets all nice and healed and they get back, Feyre just like takes off. She's like, I need a minute.
Yeah.
She's like,
I need
I
a
don't
minute.
like you.
Yeah.
So she goes off to their cabin, like their family cabin in the woods.
And paints everybody's eyeballs all over.
Like,
could you
Feyre,
imagine like going to somebody's like cabin and just whipping out paint and painting all their walls and painting eyes?
I guess she didn't care at that point. She was like,
She was like,
this.
fuck you all. You all knew.
Yeah.
So more comes to visit her. And then Rhys gives her some time. And honestly, she kind of, before Rhys even shows up, she's kind of just like accepts it. Like, okay, yeah, like.
Because Moore says to her, like, so what if he is your mate? What's wrong with that? And then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, Moore, you're right. What is wrong with that?
This is what I mean with, and when I talk about Nesta and Cassian in the fourth book, this is what I mean where like Feyre just kind of was just like, okay.
It doesn't feel authentic.
Yeah, like cool. And it's just, it's convenient that we're both super attractive.
Correct. I get it.
So
wait, what do you mean? Like Feyre's just like accepts
like
it?
Like Feyre and Rhys's love story, I feel is just so like they were just like, okay, like, oh, you say I'm your mate. Okay.
Like there's not really like a connection.
Like
You
they're
don't think
connected,
so?
there's flirting. Like I feel like the flirting and like they clearly like each other and they're attracted to each other. But
They're
that's
not
why
that deep.
that's why I feel like Nesta and Cassian's is
I like
so
that.
much stronger.
Kesta, I like that.
I like that. Spoilers.
I don't know. Like I feel like Rhys and Feyre are so connected, and I feel like they were always that way. She just like fought it more.
Yeah.
I think, but Nesta still fought her way to Cassian in her own way. I just think it was different. But
well, we'll talk about them in book
know.
4. Their connection to me just like makes so much more sense, and
agree.
I feel them more than I do.
I agree.
Yeah.
See, I feel Nesta and Feyre. I feel Feyre and Rhysand more.
Okay.
I don't know why.
No.
Well, I mean,
that's why. That's
yeah.
why we all have different opinions.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I just love Rhys.
Well, so Rhys shows up and he gives a very, very, very long monologue, which I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Oh,
but
it's a long monologue.
He's got a lot of things to say, and he's going back from like the beginning of dreams that he didn't even know were about Feyre to seeing her and everything. We get the whole rundown of like beginning to end how he knew that they were mates and how he was just going to let her go. He was going to let her go And maybe her going back into the human world would have broken that mating bond and he wouldn't think about her again. And if she did end up marrying Tamlin, he was just going to accept it and he was just going to go get drunk with Cassian and Azriel. But he's like, but yeah, you're my mate. What are we gonna do about that?
The best part of that whole monologue, which it was very long, I will say it was
very long.
It was very long. But my favorite part was like the moment she built the ladder with the bones. That was when he was like, "Yes, girl, you're my girl."
That's the part.
Yeah, I was like, yes.
Lord.
But I love how, I think this is like, I love Feyre and Rhysand. Like, love them. Probably more than Nesta and Cassian, actually.
Okay.
But I will, yeah. But I still love Nesta and Cassian. But I think what brings me to like Feyre and Rhysand is that like they've had like a lot of connections that they didn't even realize. Like Feyre painting her like night stars and all of that.
Right.
I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it makes sense. The more like fated mates that comes in here, like they've always been, meant to be together. I get it. I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when I like read through it and I was kind of like, this just all seems very convenient.
Right.
It was. It totally was, though.
Yeah.
She accepted it like rather quickly.
She did.
And
and she's like, I'll make you some soup.
And he's like,
that's a big deal because if you're offering me food, that means you're accepting my bond.
And she's like, all right.
Oh,
here.
I'm just making you soup.
Yeah. We gonna do it on the table now or
And then they do.
They do. Yes.
Hooray, finally.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite the fuck fest for a little bit, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is. It's great.
It's fine. It's fine. Again, the wings. But
And then
other than
they
that,
have to.
Yeah.
It was
other
great.
than that, the spice was good.
Yeah.
So
Oh my goodness.
now we're meeting the queens. And again, if this is jumbled a little bit, I apologize, but we're covering all the main
Well,
points.
A lot.
Yeah.
This is the part where they meet the queens. And we did miss a slight part, but like this is the part where they meet the queens and they show like Velaris as like
okay.
But they had to go to the Court of Nightmares where Feyre acted as his quote. This is in the book. This isn't me.
It
Quote
is.
unquote whore. And they do that to get the orb so they can, in this moment, show the queens Velaris.
Somehow I
Correct.
skipped over
Correct.
that entirely. I am so sorry. But yes, you
Listen,
are correct.
a lot happens in this book. It's
And
hard
honestly,
to get everything.
I feel like the Court of Nightmares wasn't like a pivotal thing.
No.
It was just to get the orb to show Velaris.
Well, it does highlight Feyre and their attraction to each other there as well, because yes, she's acting and pretending to be like his plaything, but she's like full on enjoying it. She was like, oh, this is hot.
Right.
But remember he said, he was like, this is just our bodies reacting. Don't worry about it. This is just reaction. Don't worry about it.
My God.
So now that they have the stuff for the queens, they go and they have proof of Velaris and what it is and this orb, which honestly I don't think I still understand what this orb is or does.
No. It just shows stuff.
Okay.
Right. It's a crystal ball.
So okay, pretty much. So is this where the queens are still like, no, we're not giving you the other half of this book?
Yes.
But then one is like,
I want to give it to you.
I'm leaving it under my chair for you.
Yeah. They leave. And I think there was like a note saying like, don't trust the other queens. Like the other one wasn't really sick.
Right.
Right. Okay.
They're all a
So
bunch
now
of liars.
they have everything that they need now in order to get more information about Hybern and what's going on there. But very quickly after this, after showing the queens Velaris and where it is, there's this massive attack in
Yep.
Velaris.
Because one of the queens told Hybern.
She's a snitch.
She's a
this
fucking
made me so
bitch.
sad
Yeah.
because this was like they worked so hard to keep this like city a secret.
Yep.
And I felt so sad for Rhysand in this moment because he was like, I made such a bad call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rhys does blame himself for like
Mhm.
everything.
Yep.
Minorly bad or majorly bad. Rhys,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Really
So
takes on the brunt of that.
Yeah.
but I mean, in his defense, what the hell else was he supposed to do at this
Right.
point?
It was
Yeah.
you had to take a risk.
Yeah.
You had to.
Yeah. So this attack in Velaris is pretty bad for the city. I mean, eventually everything does turn out okay. Feyre kills the adder, which is like, okay, Feyre, good job. I'll give you a win
Yep.
there.
I
Very cool.
love because this is like where she's really coming to her own. Like
Yeah.
she
Right.
is I feel like this whole book she's kind of been like going up to this moment and she's
Right.
there. Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go, girl.
Yeah. No, I will. I'll give her a win here. She's powerhouse. I mean, there's really nothing you can't argue the fact that she isn't. So,
Right.
this was yeah, good job. And, you know, the city's kind of in shambles now and we got to rebuild a little bit, but
Yeah.
apparently it could have been worse. So, could have been
Mandy's
worse.
starting to like Feyre.
Let me tell you something. No, I'll say at the end. At the end, I'm gonna say something. But no, I mean, you can't deny the fact that, like, yeah, she like saved the day. I mean, she did good stuff. So remind me now, though, because we're getting to the end of my outline here. How do we get from this attack on Velaris to Hybern? Yes, because that's where we're going next, right? I mean, we're at the end of the book now.
We're at the end. So basically, they come to the point where Feyre needs to read this spell from the Book of Breathing. I almost said breathings.
Breathings.
the book of beginning breathings. She needs to read the spell so that they can drain the power. So like they start this quest to where the cauldron is, basically.
Right.
And that turns out to be, are they in Hybern at this point? Is that where they go to?
I think so.
The king. I mean, we meet the king.
Yeah. So like wherever the king of Hybern has this cauldron, which I don't know if like it mentions like a specific city or a place, but wherever the king of Hybern is and the cauldron is, this is where they go.
That's where we are.
But it turns out to be an ambush.
Right.
Yeah. Total ambush. So we see Jurian alive and well.
He is just kicking and well.
Kind of a shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. I don't understand the whole Jurian thing because he's still human. He's not Fae. He's, I don't know, he's resurrected.
Yeah, Jurian's a little. I
Jurian's
think we definitely get
little...
more Jurian in the next book too. Right now, all we know is like he's back from the dead and he's working with Hybern and he's a shit.
Yes. Yes.
But not only do we see Jurian, the king with the cauldron, but now Tamlin and Lucian show up and
Here
are like,
they come.
And they've got Nesta and Elaine.
fucking A, Tamlin. Like,
And then we have the queens that are like, we just want to be young forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a bunch of assholes. Are you
I know.
kidding me?
I know. Like,
Right.
Ugh.
And to prove to the queens, because again, I don't even, why are the queens here? Are they like working? What are the
they're
mortal
working
queens
with
doing?
Hybern.
But what are mortal queens going to do for Hybern?
Stay young forever. I'm going to push you in a cauldron next.
Basically, they're like,
I'm
we
gonna
want to
stay
be
young
young forever. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So do we.
But they're scared to go into the cauldron. So Nesta and Elaine get to be the guinea pigs and go in first, just to make sure it's okay.
Oh, and then Azriel, he gets shot with the arrows.
Yeah.
So his wings are like tore up.
Yep.
Yeah. So the sisters go in and they come out Faye, and
Nesta points her finger at Hybern on her way fucking down in that cauldron. It's, I love her. I love her. She is such vengeance. It's not even funny. She is like, I'm gonna fucking find you and I'm gonna kill you.
At this point, literally at this point in the book, I'm like, oh, great. They made the sisters a part of this world too. Like, I was pissed. I'm like, you made the sisters a part of this world. Like, we couldn't leave them out of it. I was so mad. I'm like, great. This is ruined.
It's ruined.
It's ruined.
We couldn't just have one.
I know. But I will say it's not ruined. Like, ACOWAR, and then obviously like Nesta totally redeemed herself in like the last book. But at this point in time, I was like, great.
Yeah. It's
we
like,
had
really
to bring them into this.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. So now we have 3 Fae Archeron sisters, all made, you know. That comes into play later, being made and you know, things like that. But then Tamlin still wants Feyre back, and
this okay, so this was like absolutely
a bad
to me.
Ex-boyfriend. He is a bad ex-boyfriend, and I hate him.
This was absolutely insane to me, and and it says everything about Tamlin and nothing about everybody else. Because at first, Feyre was like, no, like, I don't want to go back. But then, like, she's like, she realizes, right? Like, the only thing to do is play the game at this point, because she realizes, like, Azriel's hurt, her sister's turned into Fae, like, Rhysand's not able to do anything. Like, she's not able. So finally, she's like, you know what? Rhysand basically like mind fucked me, and I don't want to be here. Like, this was all against my own will. All of that. I will go back with you, Tamlin. Like, she realizes like that's the only way. And for Tamlin to be a High Lord and so dumb to fall for this, it says everything about him and nothing about everybody else. Tamlin's just like, okay, cool. All right, King. And then they're like, break the bargain. And at this point, I was like crying because I felt so bad for Rhysand.
But they'd have already accepted the mating bond. I kind of knew. I'm like, okay, the bargain and the bond are 2 different things. So,
see, but at this point, I didn't realize they had like the mating bond like solidified.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was just like, hey, we're mates and I love it. It's great. But I didn't, because they were talking about like, what do you want to do? We can go in front of a priestess. We could have a huge party. We could do this. We could do that. And or if you want to do something more human, we could get married. Like, at this point, I didn't realize that they did any of that yet.
Gotcha.
Right? I thought it was just like, yay, we're mates for an engagements period. We're engaged.
I agree that I feel like Feyre had no other choice, and that is kind of how it was just going to have to play out. But at the same time, and part of the reason why I did not continue with this series, I was like, I don't want to go back to the fucking spring court again. Like I hate it there.
Yeah.
I don't want to read any more about it.
PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that, ending this book with, even though Feyre like she's willingly going, she doesn't want to go, but she's kind of like, well, you know what, if this is the only way to do it and I have to go, at least I can kind of just like fuck this place from the inside out.
Yes,
not in that
and
sense,
basically,
but...
like before, like she says, like, yeah, Tamlin, you're right. I was like manipulated. Like she basically said, like, I'm going to destroy you from the inside out. Like I can't believe you basically partnered with Hybern. Are you that stupid?
Right.
And then that's why, like, I was like, yo, you're stupid for believing her. All of a sudden, like, switch.
Right. He really is so fucking stupid.
Like, so stupid. Like, she literally told him, I'm going to tear you from the inside and out. Like, I can't believe you did this. I want to come home with you. And he's like, okay.
And even Lucian's like, bro.
Right. Like,
and then Lucian's like, Elaine's my mate. She's my mate. Like, out of everything. I'm like, bro.
Oh my God. When
read the room.
Yes. When that happened and he was like, oh no. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, when he started to be like, my mate, I was like, back off, boy.
I know. I was like, can you just keep it a secret like Rhysand did? Like, like, hush.
God.
Hush.
Like, horrible timing.
And I'm not an Elaine fan, but like this poor girl was just turned Faye. She has no clue what is going on with her. And she's like,
freaking the fuck out. And she's just like,
you're my mate, Elaine.
It's like,
and I have a glass eye.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Lucian is from the Autumn Court, but as he spent a lot of time in the Spring Court, they do not know how to read a room there. It's just like, dude.
They don't.
We got time. They live for hundreds of thousands of years. You got time, my dude. You didn't have to say anything right now.
My God. Freaking ridiculous.
But we have reached the end of the book.
Yeah. 2 hours later. Wow.
I love the end of the book where we get like Rhys's point of view.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Amren's like, that's weird. He broke the bond because the mating bond can't be broke. And that's when it comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, the bargaining bond was broke.
Right.
Not our mating bond.
Right.
And then he spills the beans. They went to the high priestess.
Right.
Yep.
So I did like that. I did like that we got his point of view at the end, because I would have hated going into the next book if like Rhysand felt like all of this was true. Like if he really, like if Feyre was like being a two-timer the whole time. Like I really did not want him to think that, because I was like, this is just that would be just too messy and annoying.
Right.
So I'm glad that we know that Rhysand's like, I know what she's doing, and she's still going to be helping us with this whole thing, and she will come home eventually. So I'm glad that that was in there. And it definitely, now we're set up for the pink book.
Yes.
Yeah.
ACOWAR.
So much happened in this book.
I feel
like ACOTAR was just like a straight plot set, and this book was just like, here's everything.
Trauma incarnate.
And I also think that I've heard somewhere where like you can consider ACOTAR like a prequel almost. Like
yeah. I mean, it kind of is. It really wasn't as long. Like ACOMAF was like a pretty thick book. Like there was a lot of stuff, but ACOTAR really wasn't.
Yeah. And we definitely have a lot more going on. I mean, just as you can tell, I mean, probably going to be one of our longest episodes ever, but like that is all, and we didn't touch on every single thing. That's just like the main stuff.
Yeah.
That's going on in this. So, all right. So guys, how do we rate this book? Not in first, just add on a scale of 1 to 10. I mean, 1 to 5. I always say 1 to 10. I mean, 1 to 5. Where do we put this on a scale of 1 to 5 stars?
I give it like a 4.5.
Ash?
I say 4.5 for sure.
All right. Well, I'm the asshole. I gave it a 3. So
3? Mandy!
I told you they didn't get any worse than what I gave ACOTAR.
What did you give ACOTAR? I forget.
Like a 2.75.
Okay. All right. So we got a 0.25 increase.
It's not, listen, 3 is right in the middle of the road. It's good. It's good. It's just fine. Yeah.
It's good.
I will say this though, and this is what I wanted to say. Going through this outline and talking about the major points is fun because the major things that happen in this book are a lot of fun. Now, we covered most of those in 10 pages of copy paper. I think that if this book were shorter and we cut out a lot of the mate, and fluff, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more.
Okay.
I also think that if she wrote the whole series like she did A Court of Silver Flames, I also think I would have liked it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Not being in Feyre's head would be much better for me.
Yep. Yes.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind being in her head, really.
I got used to it.
Yeah. But I will say, like, the last book, like, it was written very well. Like, I feel
so
like you
good.
just had perspectives, like, all around, which
That's
is
what
really
I like.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I totally get that.
Yeah. It's not bad. I think 3 stars is middle of the road. I'm not saying it's terrible. And like I said, they get better as we go on.
They do get better. They do. I feel like each one gets better.
I think so
Right.
too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree.
Yeah. But I will say what I do like about Sarah is that she ends each book where you're not like, I'm going to like
Right.
light this
Throw
book on
myself
fire.
off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
Right.
myself out a window right now because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I
Right.
I like how it's like chaos and then it wraps up the chaos at the end.
Yes.
Right.
But it still leaves you wanting more. Like, okay, there's more that's gonna come, but I can wait for it.
She does an excellent job at setting up her series and leaving them very nicely tied at the end of each book.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even the end of ACOTAR, right? Like it's like happily ever after, but like it's not. And
Right.
even like ACOMAF, like at the end of it, like at the end of ACOMAF, I was like, I need to read ACOWAR like right now,
Yep.
because I just couldn't wait to see like what Feyre was going to do with the Spring Court.
Right.
But it wasn't like if I had to wait 3 years, I would have waited 3 years because I knew that like Rhysand knew that she was good.
There's
Like,
no
she was
major cliffhanger there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's in peril at the moment. We don't know if like somebody's dead or alive or things like that. Yeah. No, I get it. You're right. We also have the luxury of reading these far after they've been published and have them all just at our disposal too. Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. But even like A Court of Silver Flames, like we don't have the next book after that. And it's like,
true.
Okay, Nesta
Well, we're
and
not
Cassian.
dying for it.
Yeah, it's like Nesta and Cassian, they're going to get married and it's going to be great. But like we know there's going to be like other things that occur.
Yeah.
It's just, we're not like, oh my gosh, like hurry up, Sarah. What are you doing to us?
There's things looming still in the Maas
Mhm.
verse, but nothing is like happening tomorrow, like when you leave off in the book. So, yeah, no, you're right. I agree. Well, ladies, we BS at the beginning for a little bit. So we're almost at about 2 hours. Wow.
This is
Very
a big one.
This was a big one. Yeah. This is, like we said, lots of information and a very beloved book. We wanted to make sure that we talked about most of the important things. So, but that will be it for today. And we will be back next week with the pink book.
Yay!
What was the first book? Red?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we will be back with a court of, what is it again?
Wings and Ruin.
Yes. We'll be back with a court of Wings
War
and Ruin next
Ruin.
week. War? Wings? War? I don't
No, it's
fucking know.
Wings.
Thank
It's
you.
Wings.
Don't confuse me, Ashley.
I was just messing with you.
Bitch.
Oh my God.
All right. Thank you, Ashley, again for coming.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming when we record next week and the one after.
And the one after.
You're a wealth of knowledge. We love having you here. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you both. I'm having this time of my life, so thank you.
Oh, good.
Yay.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Go do all the normal things. Comment, like, share, do all the things. We would very much appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Deb?
Yep. Okay, whatever. Goodbye.